I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Richard Milky Quayle. That's Johnny Barton over there. And basically we're the rider instructors and tutors for any newcomers that come to the circuit now. So we've been doing this, what, 10, 12 years now? Yeah. So every newcomer that's pretty much gone through to the TT has come through us, and we give them a bit of a how to do it and how to go safe and how to go steady and you know where the problems are. Okay folks, so obviously for the gents that have never been here before, this is obviously the start line, this is the grandstand. This is where it all happens effectively. You've been told that this is going to get resurfaced before the event. So
it wants to really, because it's bad for them.
Yeah, from the top of Glencountry Road there, all the way down there to the top of Bray Hill. So that's
we're going to make a little tabletop and a ramp, so we miss out St. Ninians completely. We'll land on the other side.
Here we go off down into Bray Hill now. Now on the bike, for me, I used to like Bray Hill.
Yeah, I do.
A lot of people get freaked out by Bray Hill because it's a steep, but I used to like it. The big thing for me is I don't want to be too tight into the left-hand side of the road here. So come over from the white line, gradually get myself over to where the black and the whites finish, where the grid is. The bike needs to be upright rather than leant over, because if it's upright then I can make that big turn then for the bottom of Bray Hill, whereas if it's to the left I have to climb over the bike too much, it's too physical. So I just turn over to the right, lay it in, and pull it upright for the bottom of Bray Hill. You can see the grind marks here, gents, see the grind marks just on the ground? That shows you how much compression there is through the bottom of Bray Hill. Wheelies, lands, and it wheelies again here now over this one. It's beautiful. Now I've got to come back on the throttle because of this bump. There's a little bump just, feel the bump just there, feel that bump? I've got to come back on the throttle to make the thing wheelie so it jumps over the bump, lands, and then that's when I get hard serious on the brakes now. Once I've got the front wheel settled, I'm braking really hard now from the run down into quarter, which is the first right hand bend, and again, I've got to be so gentle on here. If I'm a bit aggressive with the tyres, it's just going to fold on me, okay? Again, I don't jab it straight down to the curb and square the corner off. I open the corner up, so I go over to the left and give a nice smooth flow through. This is the busiest roundabout section on the Isle of Man throughout the year. You can see all the diesel and shit on the road now, so it's always slippy. Look, you can see something's dumped just there now. BRADDAN Bridge is our first left-hand bend. Okay, so this the left-hand side of the tyre is still cold. So again, I can't force it through here. I want to, but I can't. I've still got to be gentle and patient with it. I go straight over to that grey pole on the right-hand side of the road, and again, there's another slow in, fast out. So get it slowed down. And at this point now, I'm back on the throttle, not aggressively, just back on the throttle. Hit my apex just there, late apex on that one, and this transfer here. See this transfer here? It goes over BRADDAN Bridge. It's dead easy to crash just there on your first lap. Full tank of fuel, cold tyres, very, very easy to lose a front. I used to love this little bit. I don't know what you boys like. I used to love this bit because this is the first bit where you start to get into your rhythm a little bit, and you can really fucking just throw the gears at it, and you really start to get into the bubble. This fast left on here, beautiful corner. It's awesome. Big fast. It's cambered. It's with you. It's uphill. You can really attack it. Up over the crest, little wheelie, lands. I'm looking for this white line. See the white line on the right hand side? Just where that finishes, I need to make sure that I'm on the brakes at that white line. But I'm not on the brakes, boys. I'm not scrubbing all my speed again. It's not like short circuit. I'm just literally coming down a gear. I just use my chest as a windbreak. I use my chest as a parachute effectively. I've got to drag the bike back to the left hand side of the road, scrubbing some speed, off the brakes, back on the throttle again to drive it through into Uni Mills. You can see here as well, it's really pushing me down. There's a lot of gradient here pushing me into the village. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want to go lap on the TT course, mate? Do you want to go for a lap of the TT?
Sorry?
Do you want to go for a lap of the TT?
No thanks.
No, no worries.
Thanks for the offer.
No worries, fella, no problem.
Good luck.
For me, this is where my race started. Even though I'd started the line 3 miles ago, I knew my tyres were up to temperature now. I knew I could really get it on now. I knew I was happy. I was into my rhythm. I got my feel. I can really start to let it go now. Wheelie in, throwing a gear at it, wheelie in, throwing a gear at it, it's ace. Balagari, or affectionately known as Balascari. Again, I used to love it. Fast. The key to it is there's a white line on the inside, so you can see here now as we come to it, you can't see your apex point, you can't see your peel in point. You're thinking, where is it? Where is it? You're rushing into here in 5th gear, still doing 160, 70 mile an hour. You're out of the bubble again, just trying to slow the speed down. You're looking for your entry point. There's the white line, there it is. So you lay the bike over, back on the throttle now to drive it in. Now we're coming now to Crosby Jump, and again, people would say about Bray Hill being dodgy, whereas for me, it was this one I always shit myself at.
No, I get nervous here every lap.
Yeah, I do.
I hate this thing.
I don't know what it's
coming up to it thinking,
what's it going to do? What's it gonna do?
It just feels like the bike wants to just go into the field, you know, it's horrible.
What's it going to do? You can see here as well, it's higher on the left than it is on the right, so you want to be as close to the right hand side as possible. But again, you're doing almost 200 mile an hour, so you don't want to go too close to it, because it does get a bit loose, but sometimes it rears up, sometimes it blows you to the right, sometimes to the left.
If the wind's bad here, it comes off there.
Yeah, it just straight through, so it's, for me it was an arse clencher. Here in bottom of Big Arrow, with the 2 corners where my arse was like... Run now into Greenwood Bridge, okay, so again, slow in, fast out. So braking here now with the first arrow, no later than the first arrow, right there, off the throttle, down a gear, taking quite a lot of speed off it here, taking quite a lot of brake on it, sit up, use your chest and windbrake, and then back on the throttle now. There's 2 traps, the wall, and also the dip here. I've crashed just here. Dynamics of the track change from here now, so it's all being fairly fast and open, whereas now it all goes down to 3rd, 4th gear stuff now as we turn right through the Glen Helen section. This is Blig Bridge, so whatever gear you're in here now, you just come down a gear. Don't brake so much, just use a bit of the engine braking, down a gear, next to the pavement on the right hand side of the road, and then back on the throttle now just to drive it in, get into it, but it's really bumpy. So we run now into the entrance into Glen Helen. I call this mini Daytona. I'm looking for the first orange sign. I love it. It's beautiful. Really hustle into it. It's ace. So I call it mini Daytona because of the camber. See the camber is really cambered. So it holds me in here. It's beautiful. And then at this point here, it goes out to the right hand side to the second orange sign, and I go, oh shit. So that's positive camber. This is negative camber. This one's a horrible one. I don't know what you boys think of this one. I hate it.
You can't run wide on the way out.
I always hated it. On the front end, I always didn't know what was whether I had the front end or not. It was horrible. So I just drive and keep the power onto the wall, and then at the wall I'm off the throttle. Braking now, down a gear. We run into actual Glen Helen itself. Run to the black square. There's the white line in the centre, and now I tip it in again. Late apex just there. But look at the camber of the road. It goes away dead east to high side just there as well. Now to Sarah's Cottage. This is another one. Negative camber on the entry, negative on the exit. So if you're pushing it too hard on the front on the way in, it's going to fold on you on the way in, and if I'm too greedy on the throttle on the exit, it's going to crash on the exit. So
a lot of people come off here.
Yeah. There's 3 particular corners on the circuit that you'll always see a yellow flag on. There's the first one, Sarah's Cottage, your Crookshanks or May Hill, and the Waterworks. Bumpy as well on the exit where the slow is here.
It sort of dances around almost.
Yeah, just here as well. In the wheelies it lands, in the wheelies. So we run down now towards Kirk.
It's bumpy, soft, bump the way the thing's bucking and weaving.
Again, I just
feel like the first time you boys go through it then, because I mean you can't ever practice coming through it, can you? So the first time you come through it flat, how narrow does this feel?
It's ace.
It all depends on how well your bike's feeling over there. That bit, sometimes the bike can be good, and other bikes, if you've not got them set up great, will be unsettled and pump a lot. And then obviously if you...
This is the narrowest bit here.
That's the bit I've always looked at and thought, the first time you must have come through it flat must have just been mind-blowing.
The thing is though, you're not looking at the houses, you're just looking at the road.
Yeah.
So you're not actually feeling it as much.
So we run through now in towards Bishop's Court. This is what I was saying earlier, where on race day you tend to get quite a lot of strobing through here. Again, this is a bad time of year to see it. Here, this time of year, it looks nice and bright, doesn't it?
No leaves.
There's no leaves on any trees. In June time, it's like a dark tunnel in here. So the sun's over here, and it just was always strobing me through here. Again, that's another thing that a short circuit rider, a good short circuit rider, coming from here, from the short circuit to come to the road, has never really experienced the crown of the road. It's always a constant camber on a short circuit, whereas on a road race...
Single file there, lads, single file.
On a road race, the road is higher in the centre than it is at the edge to let the water. So the bike is loaded in the gutter, it comes to the centre of the road, it unloads, and it loads again then in the gutter. And so you're constantly doing this, so the bike always feels flighty as it's going over, crossing over the road, just for that nature. Oh, they dropped him, haven't they?
This would be me.
That's
Cal.
Definitely haven't dropped him.
No, fucking hell no. He's on the second lap. So this is Blaftbridge now. So again, at this point here, we're doing 180, 190 miles an hour, and we're braking now down into BRADDAN, into Blaftbridge. It's really bumpy as well. So you go from the right hand side of the road, where that gold car is, all things just dancing and bucking around. Up now towards the gooseneck. So underneath the tit on the wall, get the thing up right again. This one here is a real hard, quick directional change for this one to get over the bike quickly and to get back over the bike and then get back on the power to drive me through. This little left is a quick squirt, just and then pulls me out then to get myself back over to the left. Get the thing upright, back down to second gear.
Gooseneck.
First one's lovely, over to the underneath wall, to the little tree, aim to the little tree, out to the white line, and you're just looking for this next left here now up the hill. This is seriously fast up through here, full commitment. This is the steepest part of the circuit. If you ride a push bike around here, Dan will tell you, you're blowing out your ass up here. This is granny gear.
That's why I don't come up here.
Yeah, it is. This is the steepest part of the track. So again, for speed wise, if I shut the throttle and get back on it again, I've lost
a lot of speed.
So I need to make sure I get a good job of this one. I need to make sure I do a good job of this one. Go from the right into this here. It's cambered a little bit with me here as well. So I'm into there. I hit there, and it goes out. Goes back in again. Then for the left, goes back out again, and I'll come back in again now. On this left-hander now, coming in here now, and pretty much that's when you see it. It's like bing. This is another one. This is where I have to say to you, you have to wait. So if I just nail the throttle here now, I'll be on my ass. So I've just got to feel what she's doing. So you run down now down through Casey's. Again, this is another one that takes you.
This right kink's fast.
Yeah, it takes you all week to get fast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You can't do this the first night of practice because you just come to it and go, no. This one as well now, entrance now into the bungalow. Again, it's dead easy to get sucked in too early. You don't want to be on the right too early. If you get a commit now, you're in problems going out that way. It's a late apex again, so you go out, and then where the white rocks start, that's when I know that's when the corner's coming. So now I need to be close to the pavement now and pull the bike upright as early as possible to get the thing off the throttle. Okay, windy corner. It's called windy corner for that reason. The wind always blows up the Baldwin Valley here, or the Laxey Valley here. Okay, so if the wind's coming this way, it's going to push you out that way. Or if the wind's coming from the east, it's going to blow you into the corner. So it's nice. It's a late apex corner, cambered. It's with me. It's a nice corner, but it's just the wind. If you even see the flag and the shooting range, It's always blowing me out here into the gutter. You know about the fastest point? This is the fastest part of the circuit now.
Really?
Right here, yeah. Maybe 200, 210 miles an hour. Then now into Bedstead, over to the right. Commit now into this left-hander into here, underneath the lamppost.
So we're hatching up the path.
That's right, yeah. There's a few people crashed into there. Then down now into the new part of the circuit again, another new section that's been put in the last 10 years, well, just over 10 years, just here into the NOOK. For me, I'm just looking at the end of the white line, I'm braking to the end of the white line, there's the white line, I let the brakes off, back in the throttle to drive into the white line.
It's horrible through there, isn't it?
Yeah. Coming to the pit stop, you're sat in here for approximately 50 seconds, just sat there. Boys are putting the fuel in, you're just having a drink, change your tyre, you're just sat there, there's nothing you can do, you just sit there, just get some fluid in you, get your visors changed, and then you're off there again. So you sat there for 50 seconds, your brain switched off a little bit as well, because you've been doing 200 miles an hour, and then you stop and you sat there for 50 seconds, and then all of a sudden it's like, right, go, off you go again. It's like, fuck. You go off the top of BRAY Hill, it's like, oh my god, we're going again now. And then of course then the bike as well is changed again, the dynamics have changed again, it's because of all the fuel loads come on it, so the bike feels slow and heavy and doesn't want to turn again, so that can catch you quite a few, that has caught quite a few people out of the third lap out of the pits.